Hmm. As opposed to what game?
Produced Metroid Other M.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Both games produced by the same man.
I can't believe it's not by Sakamoto, or it's by Sakamoto rather.
It is. It is. I can't believe it is by Sakamoto.
Mm-hmm.
I could believe it if it wasn't by Sakamoto.
Well, the thing is, like, I was watching the video, I believe, that somebody in the thread linked, talking about the Geek Critiques review of Other M, and how basically Sakamoto's a good game designer, but he's terrible at everything else. You know?
Oh yeah.
So it's like, it's a bit like George Lucas saying, like, I'm going to handle everything, and it's like, no, George, you've got to let people who know what they're doing, do it, you know? Yeah. Don't complain. Don't be, I'm the auteur over here, because, you know, yeah, you do get, like, works of quote-unquote art, like, you know, like freaking, what was the name of that game? Heavy Rain? That is like, sure, it's kind of wonky and weird, but it kind of gives that idea of like, this is clearly done by somebody with a vision. But, you know, not all visions are worthy.
It's just that when you're producing something, like a video game or a movie or whatever, like all these people that you're bringing on to work on your project, they're experts in the field, and you're hiring them for a reason. And when you try to step over them to fulfill your own artistic vision, you're kind of stepping on the people that you've hired for your own thing, right?
Yeah, I suppose it's like saying, no, I can do better than why'd you hire me? You know, what was the point? So have you been following up the thread's ideas on, like, when I said last video, you know, what are some ideas you guys have for changing up Metroid's formula? Did any idea pop up to you specifically?
Very recently, as of this recording, it was posted today. Someone said, try taking out the rooms. Right? Taking out the doors and make it all of it one massive room. Do what Legend of Zelda did with Breath of the Wild, and just make everything not, like, just take out all the loading zones. Make all of it one massive expansive world. And I think that's a pretty cool idea, where you knock down the walls and expand upon the room a little bit, and there's no sky since it's all underground, so you can just, like, make the rooms literally as big as you can, etc., etc. I'm just paraphrasing the idea at this point, but I thought it was generally a cool idea. And it kind of toys with one idea that I had for a 3D Metroid that involved the speed booster. Something that Other M kind of toyed with, but then ultimately fell flat on its face, like a lot of things that Other M tried to do. One thing that you could do with the speed booster is you could use it. You could build up speed and then activate the speed booster. And then you could start going up an incline. And when you go up that incline, you could jump at any point, and then you would go straight horizontally. Or what you could do is, like, you could start at the very beginning of the incline.
Bottom left, right there. There's a bubble block. There, go ahead. So go on.
You could start at the very bottom of the incline, or at the very start. Oh Lord.
That was a bamboozling block right there. Time to use the phase drift. But go on.
You could at the start of the incline, when it just kind of turns. When you start to angle upwards, you could jump there, and then you could do a shine spark at a 45-degree angle, something like that. And it would be a pretty neat movement puzzle option that Metroid has never really done. I mean, Metroid has never really been about the movement options all that much, with the exception of the shine spark. Oops. And they never really tried to explore that as often as they could have.
Well, AM2R kind of did.
Sure, but not any more than Metroid Fusion did with its secret ending. I mean, just the very concept of the speed booster, where you run where you run for a second and then you start running really fast, and then you have crazy ups. It's not really something that Metroid as a whole has really done, more than just kind of like, what's the word? An Easter egg sort of thing.
Or just a periodic puzzle, like to collect an item. I like the scan's little nanites floating around the screen when you use it.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice touch.
But I was gonna say though, I think a few people, like, like you said, oh, that idea sounds kind of good, but a couple of other people were also giving the opposite idea, the idea that, no, it's like, I don't want a Breath of the Wild Metroid. I mean, that's not what Metroid is, right? Metroid is supposed to be oppressive and hostile and exploratory. And sure, you get the exploratory bit of the Breath of the Wild aspect because you are exploring the giant cave system.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
at the same time, if you're going to be foregoing the hostility to be like, you know, oh, you can explore around, it's kind of safe here and there. I mean, that's why I said earlier, I appreciate games like New Vegas, which took, you know, the world is hostile to you, most of it, but you know, the exploring is up to you, and it's open, like it's out there. You can go around, but there's always something to do. And I'm not saying that Metroid necessarily has to have interactivity. I mean, sure, Samus works at her best when she's on her own. But at the same time, like, you can appreciate a game like Metroid Prime 3, for example, that had a couple of interludes with other characters. You liked Metroid Prime 3. I mean, I didn't play it all the way. So, I suppose No. I suppose that Samus's interactions with people actually, you know, worked out well, right? Even if she didn't talk all that much?
First, I've heard that you didn't finish Metroid Prime 3.
I thought I had told you. Oh, whatever. I thought you knew, rather. But I didn't finish it simply because, like, by the time I got the Metroid Prime 3 trilogy, or Metroid Prime trilogy, for the Wii, which, by the way, looks fucking boss, by the way, guys. You know, playing with the Wii mode is so good. At that time, I was like, I'm kind of done with console play, you know? I'm moving on more towards PC and DS and all that stuff, which is the reason I haven't gotten a Switch yet, no matter how much you protest. Even with Metroid Prime 4 on the horizon.
It's not so much that I protest, it's that Metroid Prime 4 is coming, Ace Attorney, which you are super into, that's more than likely coming to the Switch.
Oh yeah.
It's more that you're fucking yourself here.
It's like but yeah, but I mean, I wish that games didn't have like a $200 buy-in for most parts, you know? It's like, that's the thing I like about, I mean, this is going off a bit about Metroid here while you're trying to solve this puzzle, but that's what I kind of appreciate about like PC games and all that, in that you don't need to buy in when you already have a computer, and the computer does everything else, you know? Whereas if I wanted to play a game on a console, that's at least an investment for that console that does only that. I think you have to go from the other way. I think these fan puzzles are always here to tell you have to go through the other way.
You can't. Clearly, look at it. No way.
You sure from the bottom? Maybe there's a path. You know how some paths are invisible? Like until you bomb a block in the wall, and like this whole path right here. This was invisible to us until you bombed that block.
Sure, but it was showing up with the scan pulse.
Maybe, well, yeah, we haven't really found out what paralyzes the fans yet. If there is anything that can stop the fan. What about from here? What about from this area?
The only upgrade that we still need to get is the power bomb, and that's not something that the fan would do. I mean, we're kind of like, even if it were, we're kind of putting a lot of stock on shit that the power bomb can do. I mean, we're already expecting it to open up not just yellow doors.
Oh, wait. Scan here and drop. Maybe right here in the corner.
Nope.
Okay, now go quickly left. Or right, I mean, go right quickly. Not, okay, going up, I meant. See if there's anything here to bomb. No? Do you want to go back there and try to mess around with that fan until we find what stops it?
I guess we can spend some time here.
I mean, it is a super missile power-up. And if you are going to have 100% the game off screen, you might as well learn how to do this now.
Huh.
Wait, but there's a hookable angle from here. I mean, that block, no matter...
It's supposed to be the way out. We're supposed to take out this one, then drop down, get the super missile, and then hookshot back up, and then just come out.
Can you...
almost...
What if a power bomb is, like, when it gets sucked up by the fan, blows it up?
Maybe a power bomb opens up this block instead.
No, I don't think... I mean, if it did that, it would be a yellow block, not a pink one.
I don't know, maybe it could do both.
Phase drift didn't do it, right? It doesn't slow down. Well, your bombs do gotta move up slowly when you do that.
Sure, but what am I supposed to do with that information?
pretty sure someone out there already knows the solution and they're screaming at
Yeah.
us. They're not screaming,
Alright,
they're more like shaking their head. Alright, we'll come back here later. Drag a pin on that.
Let's see.
Yeah, like a baby Metroid. That's like the post game right now, right? Like the baby Metroid Crystal Eater.
Maybe. We don't know.
So yeah, but
okay,
anyway,
so.
Metroid Prime 3, the idea like being like Samus and interacting with other people. I mean, I'm not saying that Metroid, you know, the ideal or the open world Metroid needs to have other people, but I mean, it can still be a Metroid game when Samus is not the only person talking, right? Or rather, present. Not even talking, but present.
Sure. Metroid 3, Super Metroid, it featured a space station full of dead scientists. Metroid 4, Metroid Fusion, you were being led around by the hand by Adam. You hearing this right now?
Yeah, I'm hearing whatever that warping is.
Yeah, that's some fucked up music.
Maybe we're in a new zone, like a new like.
Oops.
Just dodge or just open fire. That works too, Samus. Might as well scan here while you're in Morph Ball. Just like keep scanning forward, and we'll see what we find. That's a huge zone up ahead.
I don't know. Man, this is unsettling.
Well, the environment doesn't look very inviting either, so you know.
No. Well, it's less the environment because we've been here for a while, so I've kind of gotten used to it. But it's the sounds. This place just from the noises that I'm hearing, it's pretty... What's the word? I guess uninviting is a pretty weak word, but nonetheless appropriate.
It's a very desolate, foreboding.
No, it's not desolate. It sounds like the walls are breathing.
Well,
that
but
sort of
you
sound.
know, but the thing is that this. I mean, if the walls are made of muscle or something, that makes more sense. But you know, yeah, just tank it. You've got the Aeon with all those upgrades you got.
Damn it! Get out of here. Nah, this is no good.
Oh, you're out of Aeon. Oh no! What do you do? Kill a dude. Get his stuff.
Whatever will I do?
So here's some pop from the bottom, I bet.
Can't scan.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that's probably a bomb block beneath you right now. Yeah, and you can't do it because it's in the way. That stupid thing is in the way. Fan. Yeah, they wouldn't let you down here without without an out.
I don't think I can kill it, but I can try.
No, you don't have enough. You don't have enough.
Alright.
You need like at least a half a bar of Aeon to take those things out.
Nah, not that much. Oh, I could probably do it with this much.
Okay, I was wrong. So slight, maybe like an eighth of a bar. Still a very big amount. But hey, geez, there's a lot of grapple block puzzles here.
Well, shoot. Suddenly...
Some of the scan pulse becomes a lot more inviting.
Well, it's not that. It's that we're gonna have to figure out the answer to these puzzles almost immediately if we want to progress.
Well, no, I mean the enemies keep spawning in and giving you an extra supply of Aeon. There's a lot of room to experiment here. Oh, another cutscene.
Who are we fighting?
Bugs!
It's Billy.
Oh, it's Billy the Bulldozer!
Billy.
So does this mean we're gonna get a Powerbomb?
Well, if we beat him, then probably. Fuck you, Billy.
Samus is like, hey, I remember you. You're the guy who killed me like 7 times.
I wonder where its weak points are.
Bomb. Yeah, bomb this, please.
Okay, what's the plan here?
Bring it on, Billy. Don't touch those, clearly.
God damn it. I'm trying to get above it. Well, I'm already half dead. So that's good.
Okay, so he's testing out your
oh, this would probably be...
your maneuverability skills. Give yourself some time to skip through. Yeah, but you're out of Aeon now. Oh, there you go. His head's the weak spot. Shoot, 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 shoot. Just run underneath him. Just run underneath him. Run and gun, run and gun. He's just giving away some free damage to you. Nice. Okay, now dodge.
I can't imagine I'll be surviving this one.
When he's on the ground like that, he's not going to move his hands up. Now, okay, now dropping in some goodies for you.
If you would call that goodies. Oops. Oh.
Some. Oh, nice. You stunned him just at the last second. He's weak. Jump now.
Nope.
Oh, those things are... There we go. Oh. I guess those... I could have sworn those are pads.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of what the design sort of hinted at. I mean, that's what I thought.
Unless you were supposed to be using like a lightning armor and then move up or something, or spider.
No, I would have been knocked back either way. All right.
Skip the Billy intro. Let's go. Jump, 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 jump. God damn it, jump. Ooh. That's another way to avoid it. Just spider ball in the sky. Now do your thing. Turn it off. Yeah, because your Aeon is like super low right now. Okay, so we were talking earlier about how no bosses really need you to use Aeon. Billy at least is using it. He's kind of giving you the option because his attacks are fast. And you want
I still don't need
Aeon.
to. No, select the...
Yeah.
There we go.
Super missiles. Do it. No. Well, he's not stunned yet.
One thing that I appreciate Samus Returns doing is just new music. It's giving us lots of new music.
Not a remix, right? Just
it's not a remix. Okay.
All right, so let's see what now.
I touch.
Oh, maybe it's like spider ball. No, you can't. You have to go through You have to go through underneath him, like there. There, yeah. I don't know. I think maybe he was twisting his his patterns like at the moment you touched it. Now. Now wait. Drop.
Wait, this one.
Bomb him.
There we go.
Bomb him. There we go. Oh. Oh! Okay, he knocked out one of his drills. Up. Now he's like, oh, you're gonna do that?
Oh, he's shooting me.
How about I give you help? Oh, now he's shooting at you at the same time. He's tracking you. He's mixing things up.
Now I'm at full HP and full armor
and
rather weapons. And now he's trying to suck me in.
Okay, now he's trying to suck you in. Yeah, probably an instant kill if he touches you with that. Maybe bomb him. Oh, that works too. Oh, that works. Yeah. Suck into your bombs and do damage. That's a clever way to do damage instead of just dodging. His head's all busted up too. Super missiles and then bomb him or blast him. Yeah, I like that.
This is fun. I like fighting Billy.
He's a good boss design. Now, why is it that this thing is more dangerous than, say, a Metroid?
No, I would say Omegas are. I would say Omegas are way. Oh no.
Well, there you go.
Got chewed up.
Ooh.
A little bit. I didn't get super fucked, but fucked just enough.
That's like half your health. Imagine doing a low percent run. You'd have to avoid all of these attacks because it'd probably be an instant kill on your low HP guy. Dodge.
I wouldn't really say I am low HP. I mean, we've been getting everything that we can get.
I meant if you were doing like a low percent run and you weren't picking up anything.
Oops. He faked me out.
Oh, he faked you out, yeah. Gotta be patient. Now.
Alright, let's see.
Awesome. Now he's like, huh? What is that?
Still
God.
gotta shoot his vulnerable weak point.
Alright, now his...
Ow.
Yeah, his head's... Well, now he's like smashing. He's smashing the ground, causing a shockwave. But his head's exposed. Whoa, okay. Lasers coming in. Jump, jump, jump.
Why does a digger
attack.
robot have all these things?
It's dig. It's a lasers to dig. Clearly. He's got like those beams to track. Oh, geez, that kills you instantly, huh?
I don't think it's that it kills me instantly. I think it's that I was at low HP, and he just does more than a tank and a half.
Half
yeah,
your
he just
health.
does a shitload
Yeah.
of health.
Maybe you, instead of going to fight Billy immediately, you should go pick up some more
that.
Aeon.
The thing... Wait, oops. That was my bad. Billy, when I first started... Well, not when I first started, but after the first phase or so last round, I was already at max ammo and max HP. So he's pretty generous with the drops.
Right. It's just that he's not generous with Aeon. It's kind of an odd decision.
Well, I'm not killing him.
You know, that's the thing about Aeon. Like, again, it's nice that you have the option, but there is no incentive to use Aeon in bosses when there's no way to recover it. Like, they let you recover missiles and everything else, but not Aeon. And that's a strange choice. It's a strange decision.
Alright, feed me.
Now he's gonna suck you in. He's gonna try to anyway. Bomb,
Nope.
bomb, bomb, bomb. Oh, a little bit ahead. There we go. So there's gotta be maybe like maybe the item he gives you is like a way to make your bombs immune to like vacuums. I don't know. I mean, there's no reason why the power up wouldn't be the power bomb here, but there are no doors that we found here so far that need the power bomb. And every other time we've found an item, there's a door that opens, or there's a door that can be opened with that power up, like around the area.
It's either that or he gives us the power bomb, and the power bomb does open up the regular bomb blocks in order to get past all the grapple puzzles that we've been coming up across.
Possible. Quick Sakamoto. Ask Sakurai to include Billy in the next Smash Brothers. If Ridley won't cut it, maybe he will.
I mean, Sakurai wanted Ridley in. But he's literally too big.
I love how the excuse like Ridley's too big. It's like, but you can resize people. Olimar is like 6 inches tall or 2 inches tall.
Nah.
He was made human size.
Sakurai
size.
had a good reason. One that I actually agree with. Like, I wanted Ridley in really badly. I wanted him as a playable character to represent the Metroid series. But the reason why Sakurai wouldn't put him in is because he's too big. And the reason why he's too big and you can't just change him is because, unlike with characters like Olimar or Bowser or whatever, these characters aren't as serious as Ridley is. And if you were to take Ridley and shrink him down, he would no longer be the threat that he is.
Oh, that's a crappy argument, dude. That is not a very like oh, but he's a serious character. Well, Cloud is a serious character and he's friggin' in Smash. I mean, Ryu is a friggin' fight man and he's in Smash.
I would not call either of those characters like significantly serious.
Okay, okay, sure.
I mean, you're talking about Ryu. He's a super fight man. Oh no, wrong way.
Dude, I don't know if you've been following. Like, I haven't played the new Street Fighters, but the Street Fighter story has always been kind of grim. I mean, it's not all just about I want to be the fighting game tournament or whatever. It's like, M. Bison is. Oh, you got him. Yeah. He's stunned. Finish him off. Missiles? Oh, maybe you have to go through those little holes. Right there. Okay, hold on.
Oh, wait.
So maybe that means you can't shoot him. Yeah. You have to line up. Oh, too late. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe those lined up little ports. But anyway, like, you know, Street Fighter's like got murder and trait and betrayal and cloning and all that junk. Like, it's pretty serious. It's like when you think about if you're gonna be like a fighting game is serious kind of thing, you know? It's like it's no more serious than than Tekken or anything like that, but you know.
I suppose it's a matter of what you consider the cutoff to be for seriousness in a plot. Ridley, he ate Samus's parents, so, you know, that's kind of serious.
Well, Ryu is like, when you think about Dark Ryu and all that, he's like the embodiment of evil or something like that, like Kuma or something like that. Okay, he's lined up. Shoot him. No, not yet, not yet. Do it now. Underneath. No, missiles, dude. Missiles.
I was trying to grapple him. And my
grapple.
missiles are not cutting it. They're,
no, because you're not.
no, they're not.
You're shooting
All
them
bench,
out
they're
the
not
things
cutting
in blue.
it. We have to think of something else. I'll try the ice beam for a little bit.
Well, if the grapple was it, wouldn't it be red? Or
That's
rather,
that's
would
what
it
I
be
was
grabbable?
trying to
Or
figure
blue,
out.
rather, right?
Well, this is a little frustrating. We've gotten to this point, and now it's just a matter of figuring out what his weak point is. I probably have to... I mean, considering that the only way to hit him right now... Oh, no. Is with... Yeah.
Is bombing him?
I'm thinking that the final phase, or the final part of hitting him, has to do with the morph bomb. Particularly...
They had to grapple on his face
Well,
or something?
more like a spider ball on his face. And then when he electrifies himself, that means I have to get off him, right?
So you think it's just the bomb his face? That works.
Particularly
Give it a
if
shot. We haven't tried
he's
that yet.
dropping the power bomb and, you know, like, there's some, I don't know, some poetic justice or whatever is going on here where I have to...
Oh, you can grapple. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, you have to bomb. You're right. You have to bomb those. Oh, you were on the electric spit.
Thanks, Olive Branch. I didn't realize.
Well, yeah, clearly didn't because you died. It's all right. Fourth time's the charm. Let's go. Billy's giving us more of a run for your money than the Omega did.
I don't know if I'd say that. I mean, I've gotten Billy's patterns down pretty well. It was just that last part that we were having a little bit of trouble with. Whereas the Omega, I felt, when I fought him the third time, even after the third time, I felt like most of his patterns was kind of random, difficult to really react to. They weren't especially well telegraphed. I consider the Omegas a bigger threat than Billy right now. Billy is just annoying at this point.
Billy's just beefier.
Not annoying. Beefier is the correct answer.
He's tanky as hell. I mean, look at him. Get him. Yeah, so pink is bomb. That's the key. We should have learned that by now, honestly. Every enemy is like color coded. I mean, even his core is purple. Did you see that? Or pink, rather?
Thrilling commentary at this point. I mean, there's...
Well, you know, it's a boss fight. I mean, there's only so much that we've already seen his attacks. I mean, what are we going to talk about Billy now? We've already compared him to Omega. I mean, you're the one who has experience playing against the Omega. I wonder how people had trouble with this boss.
Probably about as much as I did. If they're like... I mean, if they are about as smart as I am, considering we didn't figure out that you should bomb him immediately.
Well, I was thinking like he was doing a bit of an AM2R tower boss thing where you had to line up his shots. Or line up his core, rather. I mean, there's no indication like he's like Quadraxis or something where it's like you have to jump on his face or jump on his head. And
I don't know, Quadraxis was a little obvious, especially because he had the spider ball slots on his, yeah,
Tracks all over.
on his skull.
Here's a good boss.
It's funny that you say.
Like,
Oh no,
what are some
Quadraxis
of
was 2. My bad. Damn. I was gonna say it's funny that you say that you never beaten Metroid Prime 3, but
Nah,
Quadraxis.
I made
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 2.
Yeah, I know.
Quadraxis is a 2. Yeah. You just like,
Yeah, I just
which
forgot
one
that he was in 2 and not in 3. Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say I mean, Billy doesn't necessarily see the thing about Billy. He's a new boss for sure, but he's not exactly a Metroid boss, is he? He doesn't look like he's Chozo at all.
I don't know. It's the same color scheme.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't look like he's got a bird motif or
Does
anything.
Samus?
He just looks like he's like a no. Well, Samus's power suit is iconic at the look, but I'm just saying, like, Billy's design doesn't really look power suity. It doesn't look like anything really Chozo-y. It doesn't look like a Terizo. It doesn't look like anything like that, you know?
Ah, oh, damn.
I mean, not that I'm not saying
I got a little
you
greedy.
deserve that one. That's 4 whole tanks. My God. Or 3, but you know, I thought it was kind of the one that you just got from. But anyway, I was gonna say that, you know, every other Chozo inspired boss like that was made by the Chozo at least had some appearance like them. Like this guy, you know, he reminds me of that one Pokemon from I think Pearl or Diamond, who's got like the 2 cylinders of concrete. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean?
I don't recall his name right off the top of my head, but yeah. Okay, let's try this again.
There we go. All right, time to bomb him. Oh yeah, let's bomb him. Oh, that's one way to do it. Just stay with the lightning armor on his face. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, good. Lightning armor saved you. Okay.
Ah, so close.
Oh.
I'm out of lightning armor. But that's fine. I should only need one more.
He's only got one. Yeah, he's only got one more bombable core. Bombable perimeter defense system. I don't know.
Whatever. He's got one more pink.
He's got one more pink. Think pink. Let's go. By the way, this game loves pink. Jesus Christ. I know I mentioned it before, but there's a lot of pink and purple in this game. I mean, I guess those colors are very sci-fi-y. Yeah, you almost got it. You almost got there. There. Okay, now it's good. He's done for.
Damn it. Quit it. There we go.
Nice. Billy's just gotten
Alright,
destroyed.
we've bested Billy.
Go back to the scrapyard.
And he broke the wall. That's good.
Oh, he's gonna, because you have to detonate his arm to open the way. Samus is like, oh, you just dropped that. I'm gonna take it. Bye now. Oh, yes, I love it. See, Sakamoto, why didn't you realize this when you're making Other M? That's perfect. That's perfect, Samus right there.
He kind of did. Don't you remember all the boss battles where like she was doing all these weird pirouettes and weird acrobatics in order to kill him? I mean, this is kind of I mean, it wasn't really.
Come on, that was like a mercy shot. That was like I'm looking at this ball. I don't want to deal with you right now. You're done. You know.
Cool. Yeah,
that's peak Samus.
I guess what she just did with Billy is completely different because, like, what she just did with Billy was cold and efficient, whereas all the pirouettes and junk in Metroid Other M, those completely fancy and completely unnecessary.
Showy.
Yeah. So, you know.
Well, not that she isn't being unnecessarily fancy. I mean, remember the Omega? She just does her dive, and she's like, woo! And then gets it. Okay, then give the power bomb. Just give the power bomb. Get it. Funnily enough, Billy did not use a single power bomb attack.
Well, if he did, we'd just die. Massive explosions that emit enormous amounts of heat that can be used to open yellow doors. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Hold R and set Y.
Yeah, fuck you, Billy.
Wow. Billy just got owned.